Productions. Tisla D Productions.
Hey everybody, welcome back. So tonight's topic, like I said, is why so much disrespect. The number to call in is 678-365-9458. Let's talk about this, because this is something that really bothers me, is the fact that there's so much disrespect going around. I know some of you probably can't get in the chat because you didn't set up the account, but it's okay. You can call. Call in. It's 678-365-9458. 678-365-9458. I was repeating that for somebody. So tonight, let's get started. My take on disrespect shows me that a person that can be disrespectful has no self-respect. These are my views, my opinions. None of that of Simply United Radio or Simply United Together. These are my opinions and my thoughts. If one cannot respect self, I feel that they are not able to respect anyone else. One moment, I have a call on the line. Good evening. Thank you for calling Uncut No Chaser. This is Shantae. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, Shantae. This is Maureen. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Maureen. I'm just fine. Thank you for calling in.
Wonderful.
So what's your take on why we have so much disrespect? Where does disrespect come from?
Insecurity. A lot of people are very insecure about what they do, and they have to be disrespectful to other people. And it's really uncalled for. Learn how to love yourself first, then you can't disrespect anybody else.
Okay, that's I agree. I really agree. So you think that because my thought on that is, if one does work on self to find out the root of the problem as to why they're so bitter and angry, do you believe once that is accomplished, that they're able to be better people?
Yes, but they still got to want it.
mindset.
can you got to want to learn from what's going on that probably something that happened in your past life.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. But you have to. You're going to have to learn. I mean, disrespect, you can't get respect if you want to disrespect all the time because you have your own insecurities.
Okay, so can you agree with me that respect is earned and not given?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, I can agree with you on that because there was a time in my life way back in the woods where I used to be very disrespectful. Because
I know, been knowing you for a minute.
Yeah, you have. A very long time. What, 15 years?
Yes, we have been through some things of disrespectful, respectful.
Yes, we have.
Honestly, we have been some things, but we have come through it, but we know. And I understand your point of view, but we have to learn from everything that we have done.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to say because there was a time where I was so disrespectful that it was just crazy. It was really out of hand. And, with your help and, the troopers that were strong enough to be able to deal with me going through that time, I thank y'all. I mean, I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart because not only did y'all teach me so much, but y'all were able to identify some things that I could not see because I was in my own mess. So, it like you say, the person has to want it. It's a mindset. And, when people get to a point where they're tired, they'll make the necessary change. When they're really tired, they'll make the necessary change. And for me, changing to who I am today is so much easier and it's so much better. I'm much happier, but don't get it twisted. The lion just sleep. It can get woke up. But I try to keep it sleep because that's not who I am anymore.
Right, but look, I've been that shooter before and after.
Yes, you have. You've been there through it all. So you know exactly where I'm coming from. And just to let my listeners know, I want to tell y'all thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. And some of you don't know, a lot of you don't know, I've come a very, very long way. My disrespect was to the point you look at me crooked, I would walk up to you and smack you in your face and dare you to buck back. I used to let things just fly out of my mouth before I even thought about it. They would just come out and then I would think about it and be like, I don't care about their feelings. Because at that point, right, the state that I was at, I did not care. But I had to learn to care because I wanted someone to care about my feelings. You can expect someone to care about your feelings when you don't need, you can't expect someone to respect your feelings when you don't respect theirs. And I think once we can learn self-respect, we'll be fine.
Well, and once, if you don't respect yourself, that's the disrespect right there.
Exactly. And we do a lot of that. And by us not respecting ourselves is the reason why we allow others to disrespect us.
Right. But don't think I had to hear me up a couple of times. Don't play.
Yeah, you did.
Know. Ain't slow. Ain't nothing behind the smile, baby. You know the smile.
Yes, I've been hemmed up a couple of times, but I needed that. And I took it with love. I didn't take it as malice. I had to have that unconditional love at that particular time and moment because I was just in a bad place. And I thank you for that. And another thing, how do you feel about women allowing men to disrespect them?
It's not a good thing, and like I said, a lot of things start with insecurities, and they think that's how they should be loved because some of that stuff is from their past with you may be with parents, and parents probably thought, they thought that was good too, and then it's always starting with either family or a relationship you've been in.
Okay. And why do you think men allow women to disrespect them?
Same way. Nothing changes, only male and female.
So basically everybody just need to do work on self to become a better person than they were the day before. And
as long as you got some good people around you, that does help a whole lot with self-respect, disrespect, insecurities, everything.
Okay.
You got me?
Yes, I got you. So what?
And I better be hearing from you soon.
Hey, not on this show. We'll do that when I get off the air. Don't air out my dirty laundry. What's wrong with you? See, she being disrespectful, y'all. Y'all see this?
We're going to keep a straight face on this one.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me look at the chat. Hey, Go-Go, how you doing this evening? Okay, we got David. David, he's in the chat, and he said, I can relate to this much, Queen. I was exactly the same way until I reevaluated myself, humbled myself, and learned to talk to people the way I like to be talked to. You're exactly right, David, because at the end of the day, we're only going to get back what we put out. And I guess some people like shit. I don't, because it stinks. And I don't like to be mistreated. So
not at all.
I'm not going to mistreat anybody. If I have to be a hindrance to you, I don't need to be around you. And that's just how I feel about it. So, David, if you don't mind, I call in if you can, 678-365-9458. I want to hear what steps you took to reevaluate yourself. Give some people some suggestions on what they can do. Do you have any suggestions, Maureen?
It's a lot of growing, I tell you that. That's something you got to clear up, a lot of praying. And sometimes you got to be by yourself a lot. In order to understand yourself.
Okay. Hold on one moment. Thank you for calling the Uncut No Chaser show. I'm Shantae. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, this is Go-Go. How are you, sweetie?
Hey, Go-Go. How you doing this evening?
Wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for asking. So what's your thoughts on why we have so much disrespect?
Because a lot of women in this world these days, these younger women, because I don't think women would per se let another person disrespect them. But this new generation we got, they're very disrespected.
Oh, you're talking about the millenniums?
My thing is this. They allow it to happen. They're not going to stand up for themselves. That's what I've noticed with this so-called millennial kids.
Okay.
They done saw it. They done seen their mom or somebody else get disrespected, so it's just like a pattern.
Oh,
so not telling them.
So it starts at home. So you're saying these are learned behaviors.
Yeah, if you live around all that all the time, that's all you know. Especially if you don't have a support system to tell you, hey, you're worth way more than what a man trying to, degrade you, or a woman trying to degrade a man, whichever way it may go. You have to see what your worth is.
There we go.
That's what you're going to get back.
Okay, there we go. We always seem to go back to that one statement, self-worth. Self-worth. So what do you think? We got some suggestions, but what are your suggestions that we can do as people, not only to reach back to these millennium kids to help them learn self-worth? What are some of the things that people can do to work on self?
They got to learn to love themselves. To me, that's the first step.
Exactly.
If you love yourself, you're not going to tolerate nonsense.
I agree. I totally agree.
Myself, I love me some me. You don't have to. I do.
I know that's right. So any other suggestions you have?
What? Excuse me?
You have any other? Let me ask you this. Not so much the suggestions. Have you